Welcome back to East Book 1 and 2 on the TurboGrafx CD. So, we ended up talking about Berserk instead of Trigun.
Now we talked about Trigun, then we talked about that different manga that he's doing, and then we came up with Berserk because, I don't know, Naka wanted to make himself feel sad that, like, 2 chapters came out in a 2-year span.
It's like, oh, hey, I haven't checked up on Berserk in a while. I haven't checked up on Berserk in, like, a year. Wonder where the story's at, like, now. There are, like, 2 chapters out.
But what
I love
chapter?
I love your man. I love it, man. I love Berserk, man. I love your art. It's fantastic. Every panel is a work of art. But
Put down
please,
the control.
please,
Put down the
I beg
controller.
of you.
Put down the controller, go back to work.
Every single panel doesn't have to have 3 months worth of work in it. You can back off a little, it's fine. Okay, so, I grinded just a little bit to get enough gold to buy that fancy new sword. And now we're just gonna go back down in the mine and do that thing.
I find it funny that the swords he sells and the armor so far are like the same ones we've had at the land below.
It's just the easiest common swords to make. Just the cool stuff.
We'll get you a short sword, a long sword, and the best sword. Katanas aren't really that good as swords. I said the best sword. Like, if you actually look into it, it's like they're pretty good, but they're not the best.
And I feel like, I don't know, I think they serve their purpose.
It's all really dependent on who you're fighting against. I definitely remember this from that Arthur fighting game. It's like, I'm not going to be a sword expert. I ain't going to talk out of my ass or anything, but swords really are made dependent on who you're trying to kill with them, so...
Yeah. Okay, this is the right way. Yeah, there we go. Dang it! I was trying to get here without getting hit. Okay, so we went through all that trouble. Now we're down here. There are no enemies in this room, which was frustrating because I was also kind of looking for, is there a place to grind somewhere before? No, they're all very tiny rooms. You can't get an enemy off screen in order to get them to respawn. Is this the room? Oh. The game does this sometimes. This room is on the same screen as this room, but it actively blocks off areas and rooms that you maybe can't immediately see. So as soon as I go through here, you see it blocks off the other room, so you can't see it anymore. And, like, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. I can get behind that. Okay, so let's make sure we got our stuff handy. Let's equip a sword. I don't think the sword matters. I don't know if it affects the damage of the magic spell or not. But yeah, you have to use magic in order to do this. Inventory, I don't think it matters what we have equipped. So here's the other deal. I'm gonna save, because when I was playing ahead, I don't know what weird chain of events happened. I don't know if it was some weird catch in the system, because maybe I didn't do something else in quite the right order, or if I had just found a bug in the game. But this boss one-shot me. Consistently. Every time I fought him, he one-shot me. There was nothing I could do. And I was looking into it, like, what happens when everybody else fights him? Let's go find a video on YouTube. He does, like, 20 damage. Guides say he does, like, he does, like, 15, 20 damage. Nothing big. I fight him, one-shots me. So, I don't know. We'll see if he still one-shots me or not. Sure does!
You ever just think you're bad at the game?
Okay, so this is gonna be rough, because that means I have to fight him without getting hit. Ah! God, threading that needle is rough. Ah! Yeah!
And one last cheap shot.
And now I'm gonna save again. I'm recording, right?
I mean, if you want to say that out loud, you go ahead.
Okay, so that opens us up into a whole new little area, and the enemies in here are actually kind of rough. So we're going to not be spending more time in here than we have to. Ow.
Really wish I held on to that heal ring.
Yeah, that would have been real swell to keep tabs on.
It's a lot island of the east. Just throw me up into the sky. Steal all my
Heck.
I like the dynamic lighting we're doing here.
It's nice.
Did you see roll 20s getting rid of the
There's
dynamic...
a beautiful flower on the bank of the pond.
Oh yeah, this is a shady place.
We got the Cursetta flower. Yeah, that's the thing we needed. There is still more stuff in here, but that's like the big one we needed.
I was saying, did you see that roll 20s
One of the
getting
big
rid...
ones. There's two big ones.
That roll 20s getting rid of that legacy dynamic lighting.
Oh, the old one that like lagged everybody super hard?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Come at me, bro. Oh no.
You know,
Come at me, bro.
It's always so weird that they like screwed up Ranger in so many editions, yet the fact that like the main inspiration of Lord of the Rings is the main character is a Ranger.
I don't see any other... Oh no. I don't see any other lower left corners. Oh no, I can do it here maybe. I just want to clear the room so I can pass. I don't want to grind. Oh, no. Nope. I thought that would work, it didn't. We're going for it. I don't think there was anything up there. Just the knights over here that gave me a bad time.
God, I still remember that King of the Hill bit. It's like, you're failing English, but you speak English. Yeah, have you spoken English? It sucks. It's like the only thing I think we have against other languages is we don't conjugate verbs.
The magic of light! Okay, Oh, they actually asked me. I'm gonna do this because I'm getting low. And then I'm gonna save because I'm in a good spot. Okay, there's one more thing in here that we actually need. And it is... Okay, so first thing you're gonna do is go, hey magic, magic of light, what does that do? Apparently nothing, but my MP is very slowly draining.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize your MP was there draining. My god, I didn't even realize you had MP there for a second. I was like...
But yeah, it's being used. See the light? Remember the lady in town, or dude in town, or whoever it was that mentioned the glowing lights?
Yeah, okay.
So, this one is your chief indication, because you'd come in here, and you'd see these on the side, possibly glowing, and then go, oh. So we can turn this off, instead of draining my magic.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot, because I thought it was gonna be something, like, way more obvious, like, early on, or later on.
Oh no, this is a real early... It's a real early console game. They don't know how to teach you nothing. The Evil Bell. Okay, this is the second item we came in here for. The light thing is kind of nice. I don't know if it has uses later on, but... Yeah, I don't know if it has uses later on, but, like, it's kind of nice, I guess. But that Evil Bell is the... semi-mandatory thing that we had to get coming in here.
How could it be semi-mandatory? It's either mandatory or it's not.
The bell is mandatory. I don't actually know if the flower is mandatory. I'm sure it is, but I don't know where it is.
Probably mandatory if you want to get, like, the good endings. Like, the bad endings, like, oh no, she died, but it's not canonical, so...
Well, I know you get a, reward. I know you get a reward for it, and I don't know if that reward is mandatory anywhere. But we'll get to that when we get back to town. Which shouldn't be too long now, we're almost out of the mine. Man, this just goes. Just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
You keep saying back and forth, and, like, my brain just keeps thinking back and forth, back and forth. Don't you mean forward and back, and then forward and back, and then forward and back, and then one step forward?
Forward and back and forward and back and forward and back.
Yeah, forward and back, and forward and back.
And then forward and back.
Yeah, forward and back.
And then forward and back.
It's somehow the most catchiest song that only has 3 words in it.
Does it really not have any other lyrics to it? I thought that was just the chorus.
It has other lyrics, but the majority of the lyrics are forward and back. Like, even when the guy screams, he's literally screaming forward and back.
Ah,
like,
finally!
Forward and back!
Finally, I am back in town and healing again. Just gonna soak that in. Good stuff.
Ah, soaking in the sun.
Okay, so we got 3 things. We don't really need to worry about the wand. We can't use that. But we can solve everybody's problem right now. Shut up.
My problem is I want to talk to the hero. Shut up.
Oh, great. You must have gone through heaven and heck finding this herb. Now let me work on the proper potion. In the meantime, we mustn't tell Lily of her sickness. Be nice if somebody told me not to tell her about that, like, before someone told me she was sick in the first place. I've gone through dungeons and stuff. Man, I had so much time to tell her she's gonna die in 3 months.
We must not tell her about her sickness. Here, drink this for your sickness that will kill you tomorrow. Oh, dang it.
Yeah, I've done it. The remedy is ready. Please bring it to her mother at once.
Just one day, God. Just one day, Adol. Just one day.
Okay, we got Lily's medicine. Bring it to the mother. Oh, you have the medicine? Must have met Dr. Flair recently. How can I ever thank you? You've saved my daughter's life. Oh, so, be quiet when we go back outside, because there's voice dialogue with no text.
Then don't go outside right away, because my first thought was like, oh, thank God she's alive. Oh, thank you for saving me. Mysterious bad guy, slam! Oh, now I'm dying for a completely different reason. Oh, this was all meaningless.
I don't actually know when it goes back, so I'm just giving you a heads up. When we go back outside, there's voice dialogue and no text, so...
I know, I just wanted to get that joke out of the way.
My old friend Regs came over a short while ago. I remember Regs, we talked to him somewhere. He told me to give you this unique wand. I'm not sure why it is so special, but my late husband always assured me it was. The magic of return. I'm hoping that means we can just teleport back to town whenever we want to.
It's called Zoom now. They retranslated everything.
I am sorry, but I overheard you talking to Bernice. I was about to die of a disease I knew nothing about, but you risked your life to get the medicine that I so desperately needed. I owe my life to you. How can I ever thank you?
I mean, I would have expected...
A little more, maybe.
I mean, it'll be important later, I'm sure. But anyway,
No.
we got this. I don't know what it does. Oh, cool. Okay, so that'll about wrap us up for today, but I have one last thing to do, and that's gonna be go in here. That's gonna be save. And then go in here. There's been some eerie noises coming from the basement lately. Actually, no. Because I want to actually examine this thing that we got.
What's her name? Lily? Lilia?
Lilia? I think it's Lilia. Oh, sorry, dude! Wrong button. I don't know what this thing does, but I can ring it. Okay, let's go back in. Yes. Now that we have this bell... You ring the bell and sense a wave of evil approaching.
My basement. It's just that XP just going... Blah, blah, blah.
So, I mean, a little terrifying. Hey, dude, you have a literal army in your basement. Over here, guy. Over here, guy. Okay, so as long as you... This is rough. This is a little rough, if only because there are 8 billion enemies here. But... Now here's the interesting thing mechanically. Fine, I'll kill you too. So here's the interesting thing mechanically about what's going on. For one, I've discovered while I was trying to find a place to grind, if you can ever put yourself into the lower left-hand corner of something and hold down, you will never die. Nothing will ever hit you. You just murder everything that touches you. So, like, you see something, you're panicked, you don't know what to do, find a lower left corner and face down. As long as you stand here, these enemies will spawn continuously, but they spawn at kind of a slow pace. I mean, it's still a pretty great pace. But, like, given how many of them there are, it'd be real swell if we can get them to spawn a little faster. I think they're getting, like, trapped in the top room or something. But, let's say you wanted to grind. There's a couple things you can do. The first of which is go up here. Nope, not that. Get in the corner. Hey, level up. So this is another lower left-hand corner. In fact, I think this is the only lower left-hand corner in this room. So, if you want to grind in this room, you're stuck in this lower left-hand corner. but the enemies don't respawn here, because despite that this is a really cool set piece, the enemies have to play by the regular game rules, which means they all have a spawn point. And it's only when that spawn point is on the edge of the screen do the enemies spawn. So we have to respawn them. You can do that by like walking up, then walking back down, and then they all respawn, you can murder them all again. There's a chance that doing this you'll get hit, like I got hit already, which means this doesn't work forever and it's still active. You want something you can AFK, right? Right? So instead, get in this position first and then hold left. Then up a little, up a little, up a little, up a little. And now just hold left forever. I'm hard-pressed to think of a better grinding spot in any game ever than just hold against the wall and a literal army keeps throwing themselves on your sword.
I can kind of see why they did this now.
Like, I don't know if they intended this to be a place for you to grind, or if this is just, hey, we made a cool set piece, and I, seeing that set piece, went, I'm gonna grind on that. I don't know.
Seriously? Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
So, hey, you know about the other video you were talking about how, like, the voice acting in here was, like, one of those rare cases of them actually, like, putting voice talent behind this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked it up. You weren't kidding. Like, well, I'm gonna tell you the biggest name on this list here. Jim Cummings is in this.
Ooh.
Yeah, he does the voice of Dallas. Here's a big one for people. Alan Oppenheimer is the narrator. And if anyone goes like, why does that name sound familiar? He's the guy who does Skeletor's voice from He-Man.
Amazing.
Michael Bell was Dark Fact. He's the guy who did Duke's voice from G.I. Joe. It's like, wow, they got... You weren't kidding when they went like, we're gonna get actual voice actors. They meant they got actual voice actors.
Yeah, and like I said, the voice acting may not be amazing, but at the time, this was amazing. Anyway, I'm just gonna be here for like a couple hours. Until next time, everybody.
I mean, I'm just loving the fact that Skeletor's in here somehow. Man! I will get you another time! Man!